best value. It is so good to have you.
Thanks a lot.
Take it away.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Well, hello. And thank you, Gary. It's wonderful to be back at CES for our third year in a row. We are especially honored to be here this year because our all-new 2012 Ford Focus is the second Ford vehicle to be named the official car of CES, following the Ford Taurus last year. We are so grateful to the Consumer Electronics Association for this meaningful recognition and for inviting us to speak to all of you once again today. This new Focus represents the One Ford vision in action. It is one of our first vehicles to leverage the full global capabilities of our team, and it delivers on the Ford brand promises of quality, green, safe, and smart, all for the very best value. You will see quality in the detailed craftsmanship, inside and out, as well as in the unmatched driving experience. Ford Focus offers green driving through its advanced powertrain and a combination of fuel-saving technologies that deliver an estimated fuel efficiency of up to 40 miles per gallon. And in terms of safety, Focus is equipped with a comprehensive array of features, from high-strength steels in the frame to exclusive airbag technologies. But I think the smart category is really what has earned Focus the special recognition at CES this year. In fact, Ford represents the culmination of everything we have talked about in our last two visits to CES, including the revolutionary new interface we introduced last year, MyFord Touch. MyFord Touch is a solution that connects drivers with in-car technologies and their digital lives, using touch-sensitive buttons, touch screens, and voice recognition. Last year, MyFord Touch was CNET's choice for Best Car Technology in their Best of CES Awards. MyFord Touch also claimed Gearlog's 2010 Digital Drive Technology of the Year Award, took a runner-up position in the Wall Street Journal's 2010 Innovation Awards, and inspired Scott Burgess of the Detroit News to say, "This all-encompassing infotainment, navigation, and everything system is simply the best one available from any car on the market." Soon, MyFord Touch will offer an even richer experience to our customers as we release the first free software upgrade for Sync with MyFord Touch. The update will help enhance performance of USB modems in the Ford Edge and the Lincoln MKX, adding compatibility with CDMA networks as used by Verizon and Sprint devices. Our owners can expect Ford to continue releasing software upgrades for MyFord Touch and Sync at the same pace that the consumer electronic industry issues software upgrades for their laptops and for their smartphones. Turning to Sync, our voice-activated in-car connectivity solution, I am pleased to announce that the customer-favorite feature that is now built into more than 3 million vehicles since we launched it in 2007. How about that? 3 million vehicles with Sync. We think Sync offers the best value proposition in the industry. It is the connectivity platform for the people. Sync's success is dependent on your innovation and your support. Thanks to its open platform and our cloud-based services, Sync has enabled us to move at the pace of a consumer electronics industry. We continue to provide more capabilities and services to our customers at no additional charge. We would not be able to do that without you, our partners. That includes mobile device manufacturers, network and service providers, and the development community themselves. So let's take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for working together with us to create a whole new driving experience. Thank you. This kind of partnership is unprecedented in the automobile industry. With the recent launch of our new Sync app link for the 2011 Ford Fiesta, the possibilities for the future collaboration are virtually unlimited. And did I mention that AppLink is a free download? We have made AppLink a standard feature of Sync, just like 911 Assist and the Vehicle Health Report, which are all free for the life of your vehicle. We're moving quickly to add AppLink to other products. Earlier this week, we announced the iconic Ford Mustang will be our next model to offer AppLink. This will also be the first integration of AppLink with the award-winning voice-activated Ford navigation system, which adds the convenience of an 8-inch touchscreen for control. And while we are expanding the capabilities of Sync inside our cars, we're also bringing Sync to our customers' smartphones. We recently revealed our first smartphone app, Sync Destinations. Sync users can download the app for free from the Apple Store or the Android market. This great app is all about helping to get to your destination, even before you get in the car. Owners can easily send addresses straight to their cars while they are on the go. They can also conduct a business search or pull an address straight from their contact list and save that address to the cloud for easy access when they are back in the car. And thanks to our partner INREX, users can see a constantly updated traffic map, as well as local event information and incident and accident reports. So you can see that traffic is bad, as well as why it is bad. And with predictive traffic technology, it will even advise you of the best time to depart for your destination. Sync Destinations is now available for Apple iPhone, iPad, and the Android-based devices. And the cost? That's the best news. It's free for all the current and future Sync service users. It's important to note that all the technology Ford offers, whether it is in your vehicle or on your phone, is never technology for technology's sake. Indeed, it is useful technology that enables customers to do everything they want to do with their car in a way that is smarter, safer, and simpler. And here's what really sets Ford apart. We are bringing all of this to our customers in a full lineup, including our popular small cars like the new Ford Focus. And now, I'd really like to move on to the biggest news of the day. Today, we're going to show you another new Ford Focus with even more useful technology for where the world is heading. Technology that reaches way beyond the user interface we introduced last year. In fact, it is more like an entirely new user experience, a new lifestyle, the electrified lifestyle. There's been a lot of discussion about electric vehicles and a lot of confusion as well. At Ford, we have a different perspective, one that involves not just a single electric vehicle, but an entire plan. And it all starts with this.
Presenting the all-new Ford Focus Electric.
This is our first ever gas-free, zero CO2 emissions global car. intended purpose. It reinvents the purpose. It transforms from something we use into something we experience. And in this process, it moves from being a device or a commodity to being an indispensable part of our daily lives. When it comes to the electric vehicle lifestyle, the simple fact that our customers need more information and easier to use information provides us with an opportunity to give them not only that, but much, much more. With that in mind, our goal at Ford is to ensure that the electric vehicle owner's user experience is no less engaging, easy, and empowering than using the latest smartphone. When it comes to the empowering electrical vehicle customer, nobody is more committed than Ford. So, here are some of the exciting things we're going to share with you today. We're going to show you how we will offer customers the assurance that owning an electrical vehicle will be a rewarding and viable solution for greener driving, and how we will provide that experience customized to the unique needs of the electrical car owner by building new capabilities into MyFord Touch and its interface. We're also going to see an exclusive new smartphone app that makes Ford electric vehicle ownership engaging, empowering, and easy. But first, to tell you more about Ford's unique solution for bringing fuel efficiency vehicles to millions, please welcome our Chief Technology Leader, Head of Global Product Development for the Ford Motor Company, Mr. Derek Cusack. Derek?
Thanks, Ellen, and hello, everyone. What do you think of this new Focus? It's the Focus Electric, our first ever battery-powered passenger production car. Focus Electric is the first of a global family of electrified vehicles coming from Ford. And we built it by electrifying a global platform, not just a single model. Think of a platform as a go-kart that's underneath a vehicle, or as a mobile wireless platform, such as Android, that can run on a Motorola as well as it can run on an LG device. By electrifying our global C-size platform, we're able to quickly adopt this technology to other body styles on this platform. And we're able to build it and sell it around the world. This platform approach will bring 5 electric vehicle choices to the U.S. by 2012 and to Europe by 2013. This plan also includes our Transit Connect electric commercial vehicle, many of which are already in our customers' hands. We'll have more news about our future hybrid electric and plug-in hybrid vehicle plans at the North American International Auto Show in just a few days. But the new Focus felt just more at home at CES. Now, our electrification plans are part of a much greater strategy aimed at finding practical, affordable fuel efficiency solutions, not for hundreds of cars, not for thousands of cars, but for millions of cars. Here's why it's important. Accepted science indicates the need to stabilize CO2 in the atmosphere at 450 parts per million over the next several decades to minimize the increase in the Earth's temperature. We developed our CO2 reduction glide path to contribute our appropriate share to that reduction. To get there, we developed what we call our Blueprint for Sustainability, a practical, realistic strategy for the near, mid, and the long term. It's about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the future. Our sustainability strategy calls for the introduction of a range of global environmental technologies that will offer consumers a choice of more fuel-efficient vehicles that emit fewer greenhouse gases without compromising their expectations for safety, quality, interior room, or performance. The simple fact is that even with advanced technologies, in the near future, the majority of vehicles worldwide will be gasoline or diesel powered. That's millions of vehicles. And that's a major part of Ford's efforts today. The cornerstone of our near-term plan is a new generation of smaller turbocharged gasoline engines with advanced fuel-saving direct injection technology called EcoBoost. EcoBoost offers the performance customers want and the fuel economy they need. The technology offers fuel savings of up to 30% and reduced CO2 emissions of up to 15%, while providing superior performance as compared to a larger engine. We're on track to equip as much as 80% of our global lineup and 90% of our North American lineup with EcoBoost engines by 2013. That's about 1.5 million engines, and that is truly making a difference. And importantly, EcoBoost vehicles are not priced out of the range of the regular consumer. Indeed, they reduce cost of ownership for consumers within the first 2 years of ownership. In addition to EcoBoost, our near-term plan calls for the introduction of a portfolio of technologies that can contribute to fuel savings and emission reductions. These technologies are not limited to what's under the hood. They include advanced transmissions, electric power-assisted steering, aerodynamic improvements, and, in the midterm, significant weight reduction of our vehicles. Within Ford, there is an all-consuming effort to eliminate waste in every vehicle system. And this attention to detail is already making fuel economy a reason to purchase a Ford product. In addition to improving our gas engines, we have been very active in many other advanced areas to improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. These include the development of hybrids, clean diesels and biofuels, as well as hydrogen and battery technologies. But as we look ahead, one of the biggest game changers will be electrified vehicles. And here, our emphasis is on accessibility and smart connectivity, and extending the benefits of vehicle electrification to as many consumers as possible. In fact, here's our view showing the progression of electrification. Last year, hybrid electric vehicles represented 1% of our global volume, and we were the leading domestic producer of hybrid vehicles, with our hybrids being the most energy efficient available. The latest example being the Lincoln MKZ Hybrid, the most fuel-efficient premium sedan in the market. So from the base we've established, there's a great opportunity to grow. By 2015, we intend to expand our electrified volume significantly, supplementing our hybrids with battery electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles. But hybrids will still account for most of the volume. By 2020, we expect electrified vehicles to account for 10 to 15% of our volume. And you can see that the plug-in hybrid category will have the most significant increase in share. But there's no silver bullet. No single approach to electrification will dominate. We will extend electrification in all three forms across a wide range of our global platforms and vehicles, providing choice and driving volume and affordability. This broad approach is different from other automakers, but we believe it's the right one because it's an approach that's built around customer choice and specifically around the reality that customers have different needs and that those needs must be satisfied affordably. Hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and electric vehicles, extending across a greater range of Ford products. Realistic options relevant to more consumers. Options like Focus Electric. So how is Focus Electric relevant to today's electric buyer? Studies show that many of them are environmentally motivated. Many are also interested in energy independence. Most of them are not just buying a car, but a philosophy. They're doing their part. At the same time, they're looking for a no-compromise vehicle. and they're wait to purchase from a brand they trust. Here to tell you more about our Focus Electric, how it will meet more than customer needs, is our Director of Electrification, Sharif Marakbi.
Thank you, Derek. It's my pleasure today to tell you more about this Focus Electric. Having the opportunity to put an efficient battery electric powertrain in a world-class car like the Ford Focus has been an exciting experience for me. Before this is anything else, this is a safe, smart, high-quality Ford Focus. Customers will get a great design and all the features, convenience, and comfort they've come to expect from a Ford. Plus, Focus Electric is just as fun to drive as a regular Focus. And it can be equipped with most of the same smart features: sync with 911 assist, vehicle health report, and traffic directions and information. Sirius Travel Link, premium audio by Sony, and HD radio and iTunes tagging, in-car Wi-Fi capability, push-button start, and MyFord Touch, which is enhanced for the electrified driving experience. The big difference here is that Focus Electric doesn't use a single drop of gas. It's powered entirely by instant torque of the electric motor, a top speed of 84 miles per hour, and a responsive suspension. This is a fun car to drive. Focus Electric will deliver comparable range to the competition with a special focus on efficiency. We used our knowledge from 2 generations of hybrid electric vehicles to enhance Focus Electric's range efficiency through regenerative braking. As a matter of fact, a careful driver can reclaim up to 94% of the energy that would otherwise be lost in braking. Now, we also optimized every system in this vehicle. We ensure that it would be the most electron-efficient vehicle. In addition to using the latest technology for the battery and the electric motor and the rest of the powertrain, which most of these components are over 90% efficient, as you can see, we've also put a front end, a unique grille with improved aero. We use lightweight wheels that are more aerodynamic, and we have optimized the control system to ensure maximum efficiency. We also use LED tail lamps, and we use low rolling resistance tire to improve efficiency. A lot of attention to detail. But efficiency isn't the only thing that makes Focus Electric green. We looked for every opportunity to use sustainable materials wherever possible. For example, the seats in this car are made from 100% recycled material. We even use recycled blue jeans in the insulation that we use under this car. But here's the big difference between us and the competition, and what will prove to be a key factor in electric car ownership: charge time. Focus Electric uses a 6.6 kilowatt charger, which enables a best-in-class at-home charge time of just over 3 hours. This is using 240-volt charge station that most customers can install in their garage. That's half the time that it takes our competitors to charge up. Half the time. What do you guys think? Now, this is going to give our customers much more freedom around town, especially as the charging infrastructure improves. Now, for example, think about this. You go to the mall, you're shopping for an hour, you plug in this car, and in 1 hour, you've just charged a third of this battery. Now, this could be over 30 miles of driving, depending on your driving style. Now, imagine how appealing it would be to charge your smartphone, which most of us are carrying, in half the time that it takes you today. Imagine the competitive advantage that that phone manufacturer would have. Now, we also worked hard to ensure that the charging this Focus would be just as simple and familiar as charging your phone. Owners will simply plug in their Focus Electric when they get home each night, or as I mentioned, during a visit to the mall, and it's ready to go when they are. Now, clearly, there's much more to this car than just a motor and a battery. What we're really unveiling today at CES is a holistic vehicle ownership experience, something you won't see from any other manufacturer, and you'll see that in a minute. As I mentioned earlier, it's not only about a great electric car from Ford. We are reinventing the automotive ownership experience for our customers by connecting them to the car and connecting the car to the home. Here to tell you how we've enhanced our MyFord Touch system for the electrified vehicle owner, please welcome our Manager of EV Electronics, Amy Garby.
Thanks, Julie. We designed Focus Electric to provide more range at full charge than most Americans will use each day. But rather than minimize the realities of battery range and the need for more conscious trip planning in an electric, we've made energy management a rewarding and fun part of the ownership experience. We're providing owners with all the tools they need to actively manage their driving habits and maximize how far their Focus Electric can take them. Some of you may have seen Smart Gauge with the EcoGuide feature that we offer on our hybrid vehicles. Smart Gauge helps coach owners to drive even more efficiently. With our enhanced version of MyFord Touch for electric vehicles, we're evolving the technology from coach to co-pilot. Let me show you how it works. Think of our new electric vehicle interface as yet another layer of capability added on top of our MyFord Touch system. If you were with us last year or happen to own a new model like Ford Edge or Explorer, you might remember that MyFord Touch enables vehicle functions to be controlled by 5-way controls, touchscreen, or voice commands, so you can keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. MyFord Touch also allows you to personalize the information that's most relevant to you. The main points of interaction include the steering wheel, 2 LCD screens in the instrument cluster, and the 8-inch touchscreen in the center stack. Now let's take a look at what's new for electric vehicle customers, starting with the cluster. The LCD screens flanking the speedometer offer what we call left brain, right brain solution. Together, they help the owner plan, while also providing assurance that they can reach their destination. On the left, driving information is displayed. On the right, drivers can choose a more emotive way of displaying info. Both screens can be personalized to display info just how the driver likes it, and the settings are saved on each driver's personal key. Let's start with the left screen on the cluster, which offers 3 different views. We call this screen the budget view. The battery gauge replaces a fuel gauge, but we know drivers need even more information. That's because how I drive a car is a major factor in determining how long the charge will last. I might drive slowly and smoothly. Then again, I might want to have a little fun and be a little more aggressive with the accelerator. If I tell Focus Electric where my next charge point is going to be, it will continuously analyze my driving and show me how my driving behavior is affecting my energy budget. It shows me both in data in terms of miles and graphically in the form of a budget cup. As long as that white line is within the level of the budget cup, I'm good to go. Range View offers another way to keep your eye on mileage. This one is based on the distance to the next charge point. Of course, MyFord Touch is all about personalization and easy-to-access information. With the My View option, I can customize the left cluster screen to show any combination of data I prefer. Once I find a setting I like, it's saved to my key. So the My View option looks like this every time I start the car. Fortunately, my husband has his own key, so he can't mess up any of my settings. Now, because the owner's driving style can have a significant influence on her energy budget, we've included a feature to help her gain a few miles back along the way. Just like all of our hybrid electric vehicles, Focus Electric features a regenerative braking system that recaptures kinetic energy and sends it back to the battery. The system works best when drivers brake gradually. So, to help drivers learn to capture more energy, the Brake Coach provides instant feedback on braking performance and the effect it has on their range after each stop. Moving to the right screen. In addition to the usual MyFord content, we've added a new view option just for battery electric vehicle owners, the Surplus View. It's similar to the leaves on the Ford Fusion Hybrid that our customers love. But rather than illustrating positive impact of your efficient driving skills, this view communicates your range surplus in a simple, engaging way. Users can select from different animations that represent their mileage surplus, such as these blue butterflies. The more butterflies that appear on the screen, the more mileage surplus I have beyond my charge point destination. Our designers chose butterflies to celebrate the phenomenon known as the butterfly effect, the idea that a small change can have an enormous impact. Just as one person's choice to drive electric can influence other people to make the transition. One great thing about an emotive animation like this is how easy it is to grasp. In fact, I had the opportunity to show the butterflies to my 8-year-old daughter and my 10-year-old son. They instantly connected with it, and they liked the tie between the car and nature. I'm sure my kids will be keeping score. They'll be excited when a new butterfly flutters in, and they'll say, "Good job, Mommy." Emotive graphics and gaming play such a major role in entertainment and education these days. This type of interface feels very natural to young people, like my kids. And we're sure it will appeal to younger buyers who might be interested in the Focus Electric. Let's move on to the center stack screen. As you can see, we haven't changed the MyFord Touch functionality. The four corners layout and menu navigation are exactly the same. What is new on this screen is the Set My Budget button, which you'll find in the navigation corner. Choosing this option brings up a map view, showing me not just where I am, but also where I can go in my present state of charge. The range rings show me my limits. I can also use this screen to set a destination that my Focus Electric will use to calculate my energy budget. You'll also note that all nearby charge locations are shown on the map. Yet another way to find charge stations on the go is to simply access Sync Services. Our cloud-based Sync Services portal will always be up to date with the latest charge point locations. Let's take a look at the home screen. There's an all-new home option exclusive to Ford electric vehicles, starting with the Focus Electric. As you can see, there are several new features here for electric vehicle owners. Let's take a look at a couple of highlights. The most important option is the charging screen. This is my charging command center. with everything I need to control the charging process. By setting go times, the times when I absolutely must have my car charged up to go, I can set a schedule that dictates when charging starts and stops. Or I could set it to value charging to take advantage of the times when utility rates are lowest in my area. Let's take a look at another option. If I choose Coach, my Focus Electric will give me tips on the go, showing me what I can do to reduce the energy use, whether it's by adjusting acceleration, my speed, or my braking, or by turning down the air conditioning system. Now, let's say I've arrived at home and it's time to shut down my Focus Electric, Let me walk you through what you'll see. When I shut down, all three screens come to life to tell me something about my drive. On the left cluster screen, I see a short-term and long-term report on total mileage, energy used, and my braking score. That's based on how many miles I've regained through regenerative braking. The right screen shows me something I really appreciate as a proud electric vehicle owner: how many gallons of gas I've saved by choosing to drive my Focus Electric. Meanwhile, the center stack provides an update on the car's charging schedule. Let's watch. As you've just seen, the electric vehicle content built into MyFord Touch provides owners with as much or as little information as they want. And it's customizable and personalized, as any Ford in-car experience should be. But the electric vehicle owner's need for information isn't limited when they're in their car. Electric vehicle owners need real-time info all the time. To meet this need, we expanded the MyFord Touch experience to the driver's smartphone. To tell you more about how we accomplished that, please welcome Manager of Product Development for Connected Services, Ed Pleat. Hey, Ed.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. Good morning. Ford pioneered automotive connectivity through sync. We reinvented the driving experience through MyFord Touch. And now we're building on those successes by creating a whole new connected experience for electric vehicle owners. It's called MyFord Mobile, and it allows owners to access vehicle information, controls, and settings with their smartphone or through a web-based portal. MyFord Mobile communicates directly with the car's onboard wireless module. All smartphone users have to do to interact with their car from virtually anywhere is just download the dedicated app. MyFord Mobile features a complete suite of tools that helps drivers manage their electric vehicle ownership experience. It provides access to key, real-time info, useful data electric vehicle owners care about, as well as pointers and rewards for driving more efficiently. Let me show you what it can do. We'll start up the app here on the screen. When you start up the app on your phone, you'll see this home screen. Everything the owner needs to know at a glance is right here. It's shown in simple, bold, and engaging graphics. It tells you where your car is, and in my case, it's at home waiting to charge. It also tells me the battery's current charge level, if it's currently charging, and how long it will take to reach a full charge. My alerts will also pop up here. Cool, just got a new driving achievement. We're going to talk more about that just in a few minutes. I can also get alerts via SMS or even via email. I might get an alert for forgetting to plug in, or if my charge is unexpectedly disrupted. I could even plug in at the mall and have MyFord Mobile text me when the car is ready to go. How cool is that? To reach the next layer of key information, all I have to do is touch the car or the battery. We're going to touch the car here. I'll get an overview of my driving achievements. And since we know that most electric car customers feel like they're doing their part by driving electric, we wanted to help them enjoy and celebrate their smart decision. And that's what the screen is really all about. It shows me how many pounds of CO2 I've saved, how much money I've saved when compared to a gasoline-powered vehicle. It shows my achievements, and it gives away the fact that I like to have a little bit more fun behind the wheel. As you can see here, my driving habits lean a little bit more towards zippy than zen. Amy pointed out earlier how much of an impact driving style can have on the range of an electric vehicle. To help owners understand that, Focus Electric learns your individual driving style, and it saves that information to your specific key. MyFord Mobile then reports that information on the zippy to zen scale. This gives owners a fun and easy way to see their individual driving style and how it impacts their range. We'll go back home now. My zippier driving style is taken into account in all the charge data. So this 51% charge that you see here is enough to take me 40 miles based on my driving style. But on my wife's phone, MyFord Mobile would tell her that she could get 50 miles at the same charge level because she definitely leans more towards zen. At the top of the screen, you'll see that I have a charge time scheduled. It's scheduled to take advantage of lower utility rates available late at night. But what if my friends call me at the last minute to join them for dinner at a place that's 25 miles away? Well, you can see here, I don't have enough juice to make the full round trip. Well, it's not a problem. So I'll start charging right now with the slide of a button. And that's really all there is to it. But of course, I'm not going to leave my car abandoned to my garage. I plan to be out and about, enjoying it as much as I can. So I have to be able to find public charge stations whenever I need one. Thanks to our partners at MapQuest, MyFord Mobile can help me do that, even when I'm not in my car. MapQuest is an existing partner in our Sync Services network, and we're building on that successful relationship to add impressive capabilities to MyFord Mobile. With the tap of a plug, a map pops up showing me where my car is, along with charge stations that are within my range, including the personal stations that I set, such as my home. The green ones I can get to easily. The yellow ones, I may have to practice my regenerative braking skills in order to drive just a little bit further. One great thing about partnering with MapQuest, they're always up to date with the latest charge stations. When I find one I want to use, I can easily send the destination to Sync, and then when I get back to my car, Sync and the onboard nav system will guide me right there. I can even save my favorite charge stations on my smartphone. Another great MyFord Mobile feature is the Trip Planner. This is also powered by MapQuest. Electric vehicle customers don't want to feel trapped by what their vehicle can't do. They want to know what they can do and where they can go. Trip Planner helps with that. It allows me to create a journey with multiple stops and find out if my charge level is adequate for the trip. So let's try it out. I need to swing by the grocery store tonight after work, so let's try a grocery store. Smith's Market looks close. We'll try that one. Note how the battery animation changes as I make my choices. After doing a grocery run, I'm going to be too tired to cook tonight, so let's get some pizza. Here, I'm going to add a stop to my trip. Well, Mom's Pizza is a little bit further away, but it's worth it because they make a really killer pie. Since my pizza place is in the yellow range, MyFord Mobile automatically coaches me how to get there and back home by providing smart tips, such as reminding me to preheat my car while it's still plugged in. As you saw, I can also use this tool to find locations and bookmark the places I visit most. The arrow icon opens up a menu with several more features. The first option is for remote control of your vehicle, including startup, alarm, door locks, or warming up a car on a cold day like today in Vegas. Who would have thought? If you use this feature while your car is plugged in, you can use power from the grid instead of your battery to heat or cool your car. Let's go back and look at some more features. There's the aptly named car locator feature, which can find my car no matter how far away I parked, and it shows me where I am so I can get to my car. There's a vehicle info option, which briefs me on maintenance needs and the condition of the vehicle. For example, battery system health. While I can assure you that Focus electric battery system has been thoroughly tested, however, in our research, some customers expressed concern about their battery health based on some of their experiences with laptop batteries and cordless drills. This battery system health feature simply offers some extra peace of mind. My owner's manual and roadside assistance are also available here, simply at the touch of a button. Another handy feature is charge settings, which gives me complete control of my vehicle no matter where in the world I may be. It includes access to value charging powered by Microsoft, and you're going to hear more about that in just a few minutes. And finally, driving trends. This feature shows me useful information such as miles driven, money saved, CO2 saved, and more. But one of the features I'm most excited about here is driver achievements. People like positive assurance. Foursquare awards badges. Xbox Live awards achievements. And we even grow leaves on our hybrid vehicles. MyFord Mobile builds on this concept, awarding achievements that add up as time goes on. For example, you can get an achievement for saving a ton of CO2 and one for capturing 90% of your braking energy. You can even post your achievements to your Facebook or Twitter account, and who knows, when all your friends see what a difference you're making, you could really bring on the butterfly effect that we talked about earlier. MyFord Mobile will be offered free of charge for the first 5 years of vehicle ownership and will be available on the web and for most smartphones at launch. Some functions will actually even be able to work with a feature phone because we at Ford know that not everyone has a smartphone just yet. We're really excited to get this technology out to our customers. But what's even more exciting is that really this is just the beginning. Thanks to our ecosystem of technology partners, combined with our existing infrastructure, we can deliver a connected service and solution that no one else in the industry can match. And just think, with Sync AppLink becoming more and more available on more and more vehicles, the possibilities are virtually endless. It's easy to see how this solution could lead to a constantly connected Ford electric vehicle community, as well as major opportunities for additional app development. We'll be coming back to you with more information on that later. Please come by please come by our booth to check out MyFord Mobile over on the floor display in the North Hall. So far today, we've shown you how people connect to Focus Electric, how Focus Electric connects to the cloud as well. But there's one more important chapter of electrification story to tell, and that's the connection between the car, the home, and the power grid. So here to tell you more is Ford's Manager of Global Electrification Infrastructure, Mike Tinsky.
Thanks, Ed. Vehicle electrification is a whole new frontier for us, driving us to reinvent the in-car experience and push the limits of connectivity. But there's a lot more that needs to be done before we can offer electric cars to the masses. It's going to take teamwork to electrify America, because an electric vehicle will be the largest consumer of electricity in any given home. That's why we're working closely with our technology partners, the utility industry, and government agencies. Our goal in working with utility companies is to make sure the grid is ready for the additional load electric cars will place upon it, while minimizing the need to upgrade it. A bigger grid isn't necessarily the answer. It's more about using the existing grid more efficiently, just as the cellular networks do by offering customers free nights and weekends. Working hand in hand with the utilities, we're exploring ways to maximize the use of the generation and distribution capacity available at night. At the same time, we're working with our more progressive utility partners to develop rate programs that will make the electric lifestyle more attractive for customers who want to make the switch. And while today I'm talking about our efforts in the U.S., we are developing similar relationships with utility providers wherever we sell the Focus Electric. We're also taking a leading role in establishing public charge station standards. See all these? There are many different types of charge stations coming to many different communities across the country. Ford Focus Electric is compatible with every single one of them. In fact, electric vehicles from other manufacturers will plug into them as well, because Ford helped develop the standardization that ensures electric vehicles can plug in no matter where they go. Of course, charge station standardization only helps if there are charge stations to plug into. The availability of public charge stations continues to be a barrier to electric vehicle adoption, with only about 1,800 stations currently available in the U.S., and most of those being in California. But there's some encouraging news. We know that during the next 18 months, we're going to see at least 12,000 public charge stations installed in the cities throughout the U.S. Better yet, nearly all of the public charge stations installed are now connected to the cloud, allowing customers to view their location, status, payment type, and power rating in real time. In the future, this connectivity could enable customers to reserve a charge station. Clearly, a big plus for busy commuters. And with our connectivity solution, Ford is well positioned to enable that type of cloud-based transaction for our customers. We're also thinking about our owners' at-home charging needs. Even though Focus Electric customers will enjoy being completely liberated from the gas pump, the obvious trade-off is a higher electric bill. Ford saw this as another opportunity to shape the customer experience. In addition to providing class-leading charge times, we've made the experience even more powerful. Our partnership with Microsoft has delivered innovative, customer-driven convenience, such as Sync. And just as Sync has set the user interface benchmark in device connectivity, we're going to do it again with the charge experience. This time, we've collaborated with Microsoft on another first for the industry, and a capability you will first find on the Focus Electric. We call it value charging. It helps customers reduce their electricity costs by taking advantage of off-peak and other reduced utility rates without a complicated setup process. With this technology, customers will essentially be able to set it and forget it, knowing that their vehicle will only charge when rates are at their lowest. How is this different from our competitors? Well, they can only set a charge window of time, such as 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., when the utility rates are generally lower. Ford's advantage, with value charging powered by Microsoft, is that within that window, there's even a smaller window with the lowest rate. And leveraging our best-in-class charge time of about 3 hours, Ford electric vehicle customers will be able to take full advantage of that window, even if the power company changes the window. We believe this is the direction the electric lifestyle demands. Smart recharging habits that can help utility companies understand and better manage the demands placed upon the electrical grid and prevent potential, and prevent potential overloading as more and more drivers plug in. Our commitment to the customer experience includes the entire charging process, from installation to usability. As you may be aware, it's impractical to charge an all-electric vehicle on a standard 120-volt outlet. Those who want to charge the vehicle in a few hours will need a 240-volt outlet installed in their garage. On top of that, they'll need a charge station. So we worked with our partner, Leviton, to create the absolute best charge station on the market. What makes it the best? A class-leading charge time of just over 3 hours when paired with the Focus Electric for starters. You can also see a few more of the advantages on this chart, such as the fact that it's manufactured in the USA, made of 60% post-consumer recycled material, in keeping with Ford's commitment to sustainability. When you plug it in, Focus Electric responds to the charge station by activating a light ring around the charge port. The light ring is yet another way Focus Electric enables you to keep track of your charge level. When the plug is connected, the light loops around the port twice. The light ring then illuminates in quadrants as the vehicle charges. Flashing quadrants signify that the charge is in progress. When the ring is solidly lit, you're fully charged to go. We also put a lot of thought into the design of the charge station, knowing that this is something customers will use every single day. The ergonomic comfort, durability, and distinctive appearance of the unit are excellent. But the coolest design feature is actually how the box is installed. Our key competitors offer a one-piece hardwired box. Once it's on your wall for good. But what if you move? At Ford, we worked with our partner to address that issue by creating a Ford-exclusive two-piece unit. Once the mounting bracket with the special 240-volt outlet is installed on your garage wall, the charge station itself plugs right into it. No tools required. And then it easily unplugs again for servicing or relocation. Nobody else offers you that. Well, what do you know? It just so happens that my installers are due any second. Watch, and you'll see for yourself how quick and easy this is.
Synchronized watches. Check. Let's roll. Attack unit. Check. Mission control. Operation Focus is underway. Operation Focus is underway. We're on the move.
Wow. That was quick. That was quick. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. You can always count on Best Buy and the Geek Squad. They are the brands people know and trust. And that's why we're teaming up with them as our exclusive partner for at-home charging station sales, service, and installation. With Best Buy, the Ford purchase and installation scheduling will take place with one call or visit. The Geek Squad takes it from there with the same professionalism and customer care they offer when setting up your new home theater system. Together, all of these advantages make the setup process quick and easy for our customers and saves them as much as 30% on a charge station versus the competition. Welcome, Alan.
Good job, Mike. Nice job.
Thank you.
So, Mike, what do you think? Should we plug in this baby?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Oh, yeah. There you have it. Ford is fully charged. Today, we are plugging in more than an electric car. We are plugging in the entire Ford Motor Company, a company that offers truly energizing driving solutions for people worldwide. Our vision for electrification is unique, and it is compelling. It is all about introducing the right technology with the right application for our customers. It's all about providing the power of choice for those who want to drive a true battery electric vehicle Ford will provide an uncompromised, uniquely Ford experience with a Ford Focus Electric. For those customers who are watching and waiting before making the transition, we are expanding our family of electrified vehicles while providing the tools and helping develop the infrastructure that will make electrification viable for all of us. At the same time, we know electric vehicles are not for everyone. They are only part of the solution for greener driving. And that is why we offer a full range of full, efficient vehicles at Ford. Vehicles that are not only green, but also high quality, safe, and really smart. And there's so much more to come. At Ford, our product lineup is growing and evolving more dramatically than ever before. And one thing will never change: our commitment to the customer. We want to make their experience so rich that our customers can't imagine owning anything else. That is true for the Ford Focus Electric and is equally true for the Ford Taurus, the Explorer, the Fusion and the Fusion Hybrid, the Fiesta, and every other Ford product we build. That is what makes Ford different, no matter what kind of motor you find under the hood. Thank you for joining us today. Now please come forward and we will be very happy to answer your questions. Thanks again. Drive a Ford. Feel a difference.